Hello everybody, we're here with Alex Grant. He got 10th place at Charlotte Regional, and he got 1st place yesterday at the ARG Extravaganza here at K&K. He is playing True King Dinosaurs. How about you show us your deck?
Alright, yeah, so basically a little short synopsis. The deck came out on Friday, and then the Saturday afterward was the regional, and I got 10th place there. And then the day after we got back, that Sunday, was the Easter Extravaganza, where I won 1st place there, playing the same deck. And it was a very busy weekend. But and the build I played is very different from all the other builds that were played. You'll see as we go. But yeah, so we got 3 Oviraptors. Pretty much like this is standard. Like this is the best card in the deck.
Yeah, broken search anything, pop stuff special.
Yeah, whenever he's summoned, you can search for any dinosaur or bury a dinosaur from your deck to the graveyard. And then once per turn, you can destroy a dinosaur on the field to special summon a dinosaur from the graveyard. A lot of people didn't realize, though, is that you don't have to control the dinosaur. So I played like 5 mirror matches all day on Saturday, and so I would just summon this and bury a dinosaur, and then pop their Oviraptor to summon mine back from the graveyard. They didn't realize you could do that, but like
it's broken.
It's really broken, and I would just like make free Dolkas and stuff. But yeah, so he's obviously the nut. Arguably the best, probably the second best. 3 Miscellaneousaurus. Broken Hand Trap. You can discard them from your hand, and during that main phase, all of your dinosaurs are unaffected by your opponent's activated effects, which is dope, because you can discard it to protect from Regeki, Dark Hole, things like that. And if you're scared of Strike, you can actually discard it from your hand first, and then make your plays, and now your opponent
you keep your monster?
Yeah, you pitch it, and now you can summon Oviraptor, and they can't strike it, and stuff like that.
Broken.
So, and then you can banish them from your graveyard with any number of dinosaurs, to summon dinosaurs from the deck equal to the number that you banished. So that makes obviously summoning Oviraptor out for free and stuff like that is really dope.
Yeah, anything with that many effects has to be good.
Yeah, anything with a billion effects is definitely good. Played the full assortment, 3 Baby Sarah and 3 Petite Pteranodon. So these are essentially the same card. Both of them, when they're destroyed by card effects, you special summon a dinosaur from your deck. This one is level 4 and lower. This one is level 4 and higher. This one is better because it gets itself, which is like the main thing. Like a lot of times you pop this to get itself, and then use Oviraptor to pop it to get the first one back to summon another dinosaur out. But
you can pop more and get more
and pop more and just keep building advantage. But obviously they're both very, very good, and they're both
free Logias, free Dolkas are all really good.
Oh yeah, free anything is good. I played 2 Tyranno Infinity. This card is like so stupid. Like, so its effect, his attack is 1,000 times the number of banished dinosaurs. So like you can literally banish 4 Miscellaneousaurus and 3 others and summon him out, and he's 4,000 attack points. The biggest I ever got him was 12,000, and I played one guy. He was playing the 60 card variant with snows and stuff, and he summoned a first turn one at like 18,000.
He just popped it.
Yeah, I summoned Oviraptor and popped it, and he was really sad.
The card's crazy too.
Yeah, it's funny though. I ended up siding this out like almost every game. I sided out one. Like it kind of sucks.
When you go first?
I actually sided out going second. I kept it in going first because it was an Earth target for Lithosasm to build the unbreakable boards. But generally when I'm going second, I sided one out.
Okay.
I saw 2 Ultimate Conductor Tyranno.
And that's your boss monster?
The boss monster, like this is one of the best boss monster ever printed, in my opinion. So he summons by banishing 2 dinosaurs from your graveyard. He is 3,500. He can destroy a card in your hand to Book of Eclipse your opponent's board during either player's turn. He can attack all monsters your opponent controls, and if he attacks a defense position monster, you can burn them for 1,000 and send that monster to grave instead of entering damage. So this card like absolutely destroys like the Zodiac matchup and stuff, because you summon it and you protect it with Miscellaneousaurus and stuff, and then you book their whole board. And then when you attack all their monsters with Whiptails,
you just get rid of them.
Yeah, you get rid of them, and you never enter damage. So Whiptail can't banish anything. So you can like clear their whole board for free. I played the Wind Witch artifact Magispector
and you just
thing
out
like
the
that.
Crystal Wing for free.
Yeah, and you can just out all the cards for free, and it's just so good. This is another card. I sided this out going first a lot because he's not a combo piece, which kind of sucks. And then I played the full assortment of True Kings, 3 Lithosasm and 3 Angmazu. This is one of the big differences between my deck and a lot of the other ones.
Is they were doing 3 and 2?
No, most of them were doing 3 and none. They weren't playing any of the Angmazu. I know the guy that got 3rd place. He didn't play any of the Angmazu, and he played I think 2 Lithosasm. Me and him talked after the event. I don't agree with that. I think both of them are broken.
Yeah, they let you do some crazy stuff.
They let you do crazy stuff, and it's like, even like, you have enough fires with him, even without the field spell, to like do things like you have the other 2 copies of himself, you have 3 Miscellaneousaurus, you got anything that you might have on the board already. Like, you have plenty of fire targets, so, yeah, these cards are absolutely bonkers, though.
And they're just going to get even more crazy when you get the field card.
Oh, so they're going to get dope. I will say, though, I'd never Lithosasm Double Baby. I didn't do that play at any point. It sucked, but whatever.
Did you resolve Lithosasm against Zoo and banish their extra deck?
I didn't do it against Zoo. I did it in the mirror match a bunch of times, and I did my round 1 against Wind Witch Artifact Invoked. I did it, and I banished all their level 7s, so they couldn't make any of their Wind Witch plays. And then I banished their Macabre. Or I banished their Purgatrio, so they couldn't banish any of my Fire Dinosaurs out of Graveyard.
Nice.
Then for hand traps, I did 2 Crow, 1 Maxi.
Yeah.
These are just dope. Absolutely dope. I actually only drew DD Crow 1 time in the entire regional, and I DD Crow'd my opponent's Miscellaneousaurus, so they couldn't summon a Conductor on me, which was really good. So I played the 1 Dracaiolo Tuner.
He gives you all your synchro plays, right?
Yeah, for all the synchro plays. Now, I know the guy, I talked to the guy that got 3rd, and he said he sided this card out every single game, and it was awful. And I completely disagree. This was the most bonkers card all day. Like, summoning all your free synchro monsters just from having it, like, summon Oviraptor, dump Miscellaneousaurus, banish Miscellaneousaurus, summon this, get a free synchro play, was so strong. Like I OTK'd so many people with some of the synchros and stuff. Like, it was really good. And he's another fire target, so he's another card for Lithosasm.
Yeah.
And then I played 1 Suwani, the Fire of the Yang Zing.
Why'd you play that?
You'll see a little bit later on, but he was like, I needed to play 1 Yang Zing monster, and I just viewed him as the best because he's 1900, he's level 4, and he's fire. So, like...
Another target for your True Kings?
Yeah, he's another target for True Kings. He's level 4, so you can make your XYZs with him, and he's 1900, so you can just beat face with him if you need to.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it for the monsters. Spells, I had a very diverse spell lineup. I played 3 Fossil Dig.
Of course.
Search any dinosaur, which is fantastic. And 1 Upstart Goblin. And that is all the spells I played.
Were you playing 40 cards?
I was playing 40 cards, yeah. So the idea behind this was, like, I didn't know exactly what was getting played, and I didn't want to play a spell-heavy variant and just lose to going 2nd and getting Imperial ordered. So I decided I wanted to, and I didn't want to lose to, like, my own order and stuff, so I decided to play a very limited spell lineup, and all of your monsters, like, run themselves with their effects. So you don't need spells to actually play this deck. This was another one of the big differences. Like, I know all the dinosaur matches I played were playing Lost Worlds and Terraformings, and I think that build is, like, crap. I don't like it at all. But yeah, so that's the spell lineup. Pretty savage. I played a lot
So
of
many spells.
yeah, I played a lot of traps, which was another big one. I know the guy that got 3rd place only played like 1 trap, I think, in his whole deck. I played like 10. We got 2 D barrier. This card actually sucked for me all day long.
Just never came up?
The few times it came up, it was just so irrelevant. Like, I drew it against a Metal Foe player and, like, a Metal Foe Zodiac. So it's like I D-buried his XYZs and he just started fusing with Metal Foes, and so that didn't really do anything. And then I drew it against the 60-card Zombie Zodiac Lightsworn.
Minerva thing?
Yeah, and it's like...
There were a bunch of Minerva decks.
There was a lot of Minerva decks. But yeah, so like I D-bury, he's like summon Rat, I'm like D-bury XYZs, and he's just like, alright, summon Unizombie and start making Omegas. Yeah. And so it was like, it just sucked all day. I sided this out a lot. This card, like the most drawn trap card by far, were these Quaking Mirror Forces. So I was actually going to play Storming Mirror Force. But,
did you like the Quaking better?
Like, so there were scenarios where Storming I think would have been better, but Quaking definitely put in a hell of a lot of work. I Quakinged a Mermail player for 4 monsters. I Quakinged a Dino Mirror match for all 5 of his monsters. And then you just summon Conductor and you beat their whole board. So like there were scenarios where I wish they would have been Stormings, but like Quaking put in a lot of work. Yeah, like they did. That was probably the best trap all day. Then I did 2 Strike and a Warning for the Solemn lineup. Package. Yeah, it's pretty much standard. I think Strike is the best trap in the game. Like people argue D-Barrier. I think Strike is better personally. I played the 1 Order.
Because it's broken.
It's broken. So like nobody was playing this card. I don't see anyone playing this card, but I probably won 2 or 3 games easily off of just
the new Vanities.
Yeah, make Logia flip Order, and it's like, well, I guess they lose. Like.
Yeah, free win card.
Yeah, and then I played 1 9 Pillars of the Yang Zing.
Is that for the Yang Zing thing you had earlier?
Yeah, it's for the Yang Zing combo you play. You end up making like an unbreakable board with Tsunami.
So it's just another negate?
Yeah, it's another negate. You put out like 5 negates in your first turn. I'll show you what it is at the end of it. So that's the main deck, 40 cards. We'll do extra deck. So I did 2 Logia and 2 Dolka. So I never made like more than one of these in any game. But so my theory going into it with playing 2 and 2 was I didn't know if I was going to play any mirror matches, 2 what build they were going to play, and I didn't want to lose to getting first turn Lithosasm and then banishing like one of each, and then I just like have no Logias and Dolkas to play the rest of the game with. So I decided to do 2 and 2, but that like never came up. And I think like I made Logia like 3 times, and I made Dolka once in every mirror match because Dolka's dope in the mirror.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, they were good, obviously.
Just more negates.
Just more negates, yeah. It's like it is good. One emeralds.
Put back stuff.
Yeah, I only made this one time. I didn't make really most of this stuff. I made this one time because I was pushing for game, and I actually misplayed, and I like banished too many dinosaurs off Miscellaneousaurus, and I only had 1 left, and I couldn't summon Conductor. So I had to overlay to make this, put back all my True Kings to put 2 dinosaurs, so I could summon Conductor and eat through his whole board, which was pretty funny. I played 1 Cowboy and 1 Crooked Cook.
Did those come up at all?
No, these didn't come up at all. This was supposed to be Utopia and Utopia Lightning, but I couldn't find my Lightning, so I decided to play these instead. So the idea behind Crooked Cook was his effect is you detach material, destroy all other cards you control, and then he gains 300 attack for each.
So you get the babies?
Yeah, so the idea is I have like 2 4s and 2 babies, and I make this, and I blow him up, and I get all my baby effects, and he becomes big, and I go for game. It never came up. And then Cowboy was there to game him, but that never came up. Probably the second most made things, Diamond Dyer and Castell. I Castelled away a lot of Lost Worlds, and Diamond Dyered a lot of back row.
Yeah.
Like pretty much your standard level 4 eat through cards.
Pretty staple.
Yeah. 1 Dweller, never made it. I played the 1 Interblathnir Phantom Fortress.
Because you don't have VFD?
Yeah, I don't have VFD, and this card came up one time, and it was actually really, really good. My hand was like kind of slow, but it was like double Fire True King and the Earth True King. And I was playing against the Dinosaur Mirror match. He went like Overraptor set 1. So I was like Fire, pitch Fire and Earth, summon him, Earth summoned back Fire, Fire added back Earth, attacked over for big damage. Then I made this and started banishing cards out of his hand. And it was pretty good. Like this, actually, it won me the game because of it. So you can't beat that. And that's it for the XYZs. Synchros, which is like what won all the games.
You made those way more often?
Oh, I made this so much more often. 1 High Speed War Chambara to OTK. So this card is dope. This plus Conductor's OTK is 8,300 damage, and this probably won me 6 games maybe. Like it was so good. I played the 1 Danglong.
For the Yangzing play?
Yeah, for the Yangzing play.
He's a tuner.
Yeah, he's a tuner. He's super dope. I'll show you what the play is afterward. And then I played 1 Zolkin, and MVP of the day was this Crystal Wing. I would summon this Crystal Wing. Every time I made this Crystal Wing, I won. Like, it was so good. Like, this Crystal Wing, I've not even came probably won 12 games off this Crystal Wing. Like, it was lit so good every game. So that was it for the extra deck. Side deck. My side deck kind of sucked. It didn't really do a whole lot, but, I mean, whatever. I sided 2 Lancia for the Infernoid matchup. I never played it, but I sided it anyway. And I sided it for the Wind Witch matchup, just so that if they activate Invocation, I could chain it, and then they either have to fuse from hand or they just fizzle. But I never drew it. I sided 1 Dogoron.
Did that come up?
It did come up a couple times.
Yeah, because you can search it in there.
Yeah, you can search it, but like I never ended up searching it. But there was a time like I played the Dinosaur Mirror match, and he made like a decent board with a Conductor. And my hand like could beat the board, but I couldn't beat the Conductor. So I was like, man, I really hope I draw this one of Dogoron, and I drew it. And I was like, oh, fucking lit. So I Dogoroned him and killed him that turn. And I also hit a bunch of Omegas with it, which is really good. Triple Decree for Paleo. I didn't play any Paleos. I never sided this in. 2 anti-spells. I put them in for the... if I played
Pendulum matchup?
Yeah, Pendulum
Metal
matchup. I knew there was
flows,
going to be a lot of metal flows there.
Did
so
it come up at all?
I sided them in, and I drew it. I drew it once, and I don't think it was really. I think I drew it with order or something, and it just really wasn't very relevant.
Okay.
But I mean, it was obviously in theory it was super duper good. The idea is like again, you set this, you flip it up, make a Logia,
and you protect it.
Yeah, and you protect your floodgates with your negates, which is really good. Double Diamond Dust for the
Paleo.
Yeah, for Paleo. Again, I didn't play him, so that didn't work. Happen. Double Necro Valley for
graveyard decks like Infernoids and stuff.
Yeah, for Infernoids and the Lightsworn zombie stuff. I drew it once and it was alright, but they had like I drew it, but I didn't really draw anything else with it, which kind of sucked. I could only put out like 1 negate with this.
And they ended up outing it?
Yeah, they ended up outing it, and they were like, activate grass. And I was like, I need to stop that grass. And so I stopped the grass, and then he was like, summon Lila, pop it, and then like just did other stuff, and so that sucked.
Yeah.
Double Twin Twisters, generic, back row out, and then one Regeki to out random cards. Yeah, I didn't really have a good idea of what to side going into this, so I figured I was like, I'm just going to side a bunch of floodgates and hopefully put out the negates with a bunch of floodgates.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so like the combo that was like that won me like so many free games is so you can have any True King with a baby and any card that corresponds with it. So we'll do like Engnamazud and Overraptor and Missilosaurus. We'll say this is like a 3-card hand. Okay.
Yeah.
So you summon your Overraptor, activate effect, search for your baby. You're gonna grab Baby Ceratosaurus, reveal Engnamazud, pop these two, summon him out. Baby's gonna trigger, which is gonna fish out another baby. Overraptor, pop the first baby, bring back the Miscellaneousaurus, baby triggers, and you get your Aeolo. These Synchro 5 into Danglong. Danglong effect searches for your 9 pillars, and then his second effect to dump a True King, or you can dump a worm from your deck to make his level the same as that worm's level. So you dump a True King to the graveyard, so he becomes level 9. The Synchro, or whatever you want to call it, into Zulkin. Danglong's second effect triggers when he leaves the field, you special summon a Yangzing. So you special summon your Suwani. You set your 9 pillars, triggering Zulkin, special summon your Crystal Wing, and then in your grave you now have 4 dinosaurs, so then you banish your 4 dinosaurs to summon another Missilosaurus, which you then overlay with that to make either Logia or Dolka depending on your matchup.
That is broken.
Yeah, so this was the board, and this was off of 3 cards, so generally you had like other traps, so you'd have 2 other set cards, so you would set like a Strike and like a Quaking, and you would just be like, alright, pass turn. And
Nice.
like, I never had this board beaten. Like, normally if they had a Kaiju, they would Kaiju the Suwani or the Logia, and then they would lose to the Crystal Wing or lose to the other one. And like, it was so freaking good. And then it just kills them on the next turn. So this was like one of the main plays you make. Aeolo is like just so stupid. It's such a good card. Like the ability to just like summon Overraptor, dump Missilosaurus, banish Missilosaurus for Aeolo.
And just go off?
Yeah, sink 5 into Danglong and search your 9 pillars. That's a 1-card free negate of anything that becomes another monster. So like, it was just so good. Yeah, it's kind of looking like a mess now.
That's a very nice deck. Congrats on your tops.
Thank you very much.
Good job with the deck.
Thank you. Shout out to Team K&K. Check us out. It's Shameless Plug Party. Instagram, you know, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. And yeah. On my matchups, round 1 I played Windwitch Artifact Invoke and dumpstered him. Round 2 I played against Metalfoe Zoo. And so I summoned Conductor. He had a board of a field of 4 pendulums and a Mithrilium. Summon Conductor, ate his whole board. He was like, activate Mithrilium effect. Summon one back, and I was like, alright, attack that with Conductor too. He was like, alright, counter, get another one out. And I was like, alright, attack that with Conductor too. And he just took like an extra like 2,000 or 3,000 points from summoning cards. And I was like, wow, way to go, dude. Then round 3 I played Mermail, and that was actually one of my harder matchups. Because I bricked really hard game 1, but I eventually got there. Game 2, he opened up 3 Toads and beat the crap out of me. And then game 3, I opened up this board, and he lost.
Yeah, because that board is broken.
Yeah, because that board was broken. Round 4, I played against the 60-card Minerva, Lightsworn, Zombie, Zodiac, and I lost that. I can't. Snow,
Both your losses were to that, right?
Both my losses were that. Snow, I couldn't deal with Snow. That card was just too good. Round 5, I played Dinosaurs and dumpstered. Round 6, I played against the 60-card Minerva Zombie again and lost to that.
And then you just won out from there?
Yeah, and then round 7, 8, and 9, I played Dinosaur mirror matches, and I won all of them.
Nice.
So yeah, definitely the deck is real savage. It's really dope. And then at the Easter Extravaganza, I played Dino mirror matches. I played Infernoids twice, lost to one of them. That was my only loss for that tournament. I played this random Yosinju player, but it was actually really hard to beat because they kept going like set a bunch of traps, activate Necro Valley, and like flipping macros and stuff. And it was like getting through all the floodgates was really, really hard. But like you can do it. And then I played Zodiac and I played Infernoid in the finals, and I won that because Imperial Order is broken.
Yeah, Imperial Order is really
Imperial
broken.
Order on the grass is pretty good. But yeah, so that's the deck profile and some of the explanations. If there's any questions, hit me up.
Thanks for the profile, man.
Thank you.
It's really good. Hope see you doing well with this deck in the future when they gets all the new True King stuff. Maybe change it up a little bit.
I'm hype on it. I can't wait.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.